Rachel Zegler has been canceled from the Snow White movie.
The Rachel Zegler effect has begun. I have a sneaking suspicion the strikes are only a cop-out for the fact that she has had so much negative press. She is certainly one of the key reasons why the Snow White movie is absolutely...
Without a doubt, Rachel Zegler has rapidly become one of the most disliked figures in the entertainment industry.
This is a disaster for them. You can see the weekend domestic chart. Moana 2, Wicked, Gladiator 2 in the top 3. Got to go down a little bit to see Y2K from A24 at 2.1 million. I guess that's not a surprise when you hire the most unlikable person in the entertainment industry.
Y2K is a smash hit. Oh.
We're actually going to this New Year's thing. It's going to be a total show.
44% all critics, 37% top critics, and that scores just the amount of people that think it's above average.
Industry. In an astonishingly short time, her reputation has plummeted, and now her Y2K project is crashing at the box office. Another casualty of the Snow White controversy.
I mean, you know, the original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so. There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her.
Yeah.
Weird.
Super weird.
So we didn't do that this time.
So no Prince or a different kind of Prince?
We have a different approach to what I'm sure a lot of people will assume is a love story just because, like, we cast a guy in the movie, right. Andrew Burnap, great dude. It's really not about the love story at all, which is really, really wonderful. And whether or not she finds love along the way is anybody's guess until 2024. All of Andrew's scenes could get cut.
This is the same Rachel Zegler who was once set to shine as the new Snow White. Instead, she's now being branded as box office poison by both fans and critics alike. Rachel Zegler's Snow White backlash worsened when she dismissed the Idurati original film as outdated, calling the prince a stalker, and insisting the remake had evolved, despite a male co-star. Fans rejected her take, and even South Park mocked it. Her latest film, Y2K, bombed with a mere 2.1 million opening on a 15 million budget, losing to Moana 2, Wicked, and even an Interstellar re-release. An anime film in 7th place doubled its earnings, humiliating for a lead actress. Beyond bad numbers, Zegler's attitude has made her a PR nightmare. Disney, already struggling, seems done with the controversy. Instead of promoting Snow White, she became its biggest problem. Rachel Zegler's latest film, Y2K, was meant to prove her box office appeal outside major franchises. Instead, it flopped disastrously, earning just 2.1 million on a 15 million budget before collapsing with a 67% drop in its second weekend. A White Christmas re-release outperformed it on fewer screens, and even solo leveling doubled its earnings.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are releasing our final report on the Y2K computer problem.
Everyone's here.
We will experience no major national breakdown.
Someone's on the net.
That's pimp as hell.
You've got mail. Breakdown. Y2K.
They made a video and everything. That's crazy.
Breakdown.
Ooh. Combining or something. Oh, snap. Think they'll still do graduation?
Y2K.
Another flop. Yet another flop for Rachel Zegler. Like, at some point in time, you got to start scratching your head and wondering, why are people putting Rachel Zegler in movies? Rachel Zegler does not bring boys to the yard. In fact, she scares them away. All right. She's like an old lady, a bitter old lady with a water hose, just screaming, "I get away from my yard, you bastards." Like, that's basically what Rachel Zegler is doing when it comes to these movies.
Oh, here we go.
Shit, man. Okay. It's gonna be a total shit show.
Oh.
See ya.
Have an excuse to kiss the girl of your dreams. I'm actually gonna kick your fucking ass.
Y2K is real.
Will people roast us?
Yes. 100%. Someone's on the net. You're a virgin who can't drive.
You are.
Bye-bye, human race.
Check out Y2K in theaters.
Now.
Please.
Please.
Really. We do actually really need you guys to see this movie.
I don't need your business.
Sold as the next big thing, has never had at all a blockbuster hit. Like, none of her movies have been successful. So Disney banking big with Snow White and, of course, Rachel Zegler is really, really stupid. Really, really dumb.
Rachel Zegler being the biggest name in the cast, and it is a flop. This movie had a $15 million budget, and it has only made $2.1 million domestically. By all accounts, this is a huge and utter failure at the box office. And it's another Rachel Zegler flop, let's be real. She was in West Side Story, which didn't perform well. She was in Shazam! Fury of the Gods, which performed so badly in theaters that it went to streaming like 3 or 4 weeks after it initially released. She was also in the new Hunger Games movie, which compared to all the other Hunger Games movies, did relatively poorly, even though I believe that
Critics weren't kind either, giving Y2K a C cinema score, signaling audience disappointment. This isn't new for Zegler. She's headlined multiple underperforming films. West Side Story bombed despite Spielberg's direction. Shazam! Fury of the Gods was a DCEU failure. And The Hunger Games. The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes became the franchise's lowest-grossing entry. But Y2K was unique. It was sold as a Rachel Zegler movie, and audiences simply didn't show up. Beyond box office flops, Zegler's PR issues are causing industry concern. Her comments on Snow White, calling the original outdated and dismissing the love story, triggered massive backlash. The film's trailers amassed over 2M dislikes, and she's now seen as a liability rather than an asset. Disney, already struggling, reportedly plans to distance itself from her, while other studios are hesitant to cast her, fearing the financial and reputational risk. Zegler's inability to connect with audiences, combined with her off-screen controversies, has left her Hollywood future uncertain. What was once a promising career is now overshadowed by poor box office performance and ongoing fan backlash. Disney is facing mounting backlash over its creative choices, with executives scrambling as audiences reject formulaic storytelling. Snow White has become a PR disaster, highlighting a larger industry struggle between progressive narratives and classic storytelling. Fans demand diversity, but also want beloved tales to retain their essence. Meanwhile, Rachel Zegler, once a rising star, has faced intense scrutiny. Her film Y2K flopped, and rumors swirl that Disney may drop her amid ongoing controversy. Studios now reportedly see her as a liability. With Disney's 100th anniversary overshadowed by missteps, the question remains: can Zegler bounce back, or has Hollywood moved on? Let us know your thoughts.